big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big, or if you like, too small. Copeland's, there's always something good.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you. More than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son.
Welcome to the celebration.
We all we got.
I'll see that. Don't you leave here to go for happiness. I want you to leave here to show.
Untold under moonlit skies. Braylon Lee got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello.
and you welcome into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Glad to have all you here in the building. Shout out to the 11 people, 12 people that were here earlier, 7 people, 4 people here now. Either way, glad to have you here. I saw the news today. And of course, as you guys know, we do cover media, culture, entertainment, theme parks, and commerce, all with a Black perspective all the time over here. So, of course, when I saw this news, of course, I was going to make it the destination for this evening. So, there is a new board of advisors, and Robert Johnson, the one who sold BET, he's coming back to save it, potentially. We're going to talk about that. Plus, not to mention, too, isn't it nice when you can utilize your own content? I'm going to show you how I've been basically talking about BET for not just quite a while, but also, too, giving some of my game and insight perspective of what BET could be in 2026. That being said, 20 people in the building. Let's get to it. Let's not waste any time. Higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down the iconic intro there. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all of you here. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. So let's get to the big destination of the day, everybody. This is so big right here. Get up here. Come on. Right here from Variety.com. This dropped today, everybody. Here we go. From Variety.com, BET forms first ever advisory board, tapping Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, founder Bob Johnson, and more. Yes, indeed, here. Paramount Skydance's BET has formed its first board of advisors, saying this group of 6 cultural icons, business leaders, and industry visionaries will help guide the brand's continued evolution as a force at the intersection of media, culture, media, community, and culture. Excuse me. The 6 members on the inaugural BET Board of Advisors are BET founder Bob Johnson, Queen Latifah, Grammy-winning artist, actress, producer, entrepreneur, and just an amazing woman overall. LL Cool J, artist, actor, entrepreneur, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee. Troy Vincent, NFL's Executive Vice President of Football Operations. Raymond J. McGuire, President of Financial Advisory and Asset Management Firm, Lazard. And George Cheeks, Chair of TV Media at Paramount Skydance. Okay, there is that there. The advisory board will serve as a strategic and cultural sounding board, offering insight, perspective, and accountability as BET expands its reach and continues to champion the voices and stories that move culture forward, according to BET's announcement, rather. The move comes under big changes recently at BET under Paramount Skydance. Next month, BET is shutting down BET Plus. In case you do not know, that will be folding into Paramount Plus, whereupon the streaming services content will merge with the parent company flagship Paramount Plus. In addition, Paramount acquired Tyler Perry's 25% stake. 25% ownership stake in BET Plus, rather. Last December, longtime BET executive Scott Mills announced his exit after 23 years with the company, coming a few months after David Ellison's Skydance Media completed its takeover of Paramount Global. Louis Carr, previously BET's president of media sales, took over as president, reporting to Cheeks. Johnson's appointment to the new BET advisory board formally brings him back into the company. Followed 2 decades after he departed as CEO. Johnson sold Black Entertainment Television to Viacom, a predecessor company to Paramount Skydance, and then was Viacom CBS after that. And a stock deal worth $3 billion that closed in 2001, making the media mogul a billionaire. He remained the CEO of BET until 2006. Johnson subsequently formed RLJ Entertainment. That's why I say Robert Johnson. RLJ Entertainment, which operated British TV and film streamer Acorn TV and UMC Urban Movie Channel. AMC Global Media bought out RLJ Entertainment in 2018. Carr, in a statement about the new advisory board, said BET has always been more than a platform. It is a cultural institution with a responsibility to serve, reflect, and advance our community as we enter this next chapter. This board brings together leaders whose influence, perspective, and integrity will help ensure we continue to honor that responsibility while building what's next. Now, for those of you who may not remember, BET launched something really big. I'm gonna show y'all that real quick here. Right here. This one right here. So I told y'all about this opportunity. Okay, so this is BET NextGen. This is a multi-track talent development initiative focused on providing mentorship and hands-on experience in the media industry. Tracks including communication, production, marketing, ad sales, and social/digital media. The deadline was May 22nd, 2026. The process involved a 2-minute video pitch, a written statement, maximum 500 words, and a sample pitch based on a recent BET initiative. So I'm going to read that BET NextGen program here. So here it is here from Paramount Press Express. BET launches BET NextGen, a multi-track talent development initiative creating access, mentorship, and hands-on experience in the media ecosystem. BET launches BET NextGen, a multi-track talent development initiative creating access, mentorship, and hands-on experience across the media ecosystem. Applications were open from May 11th to May 22nd. Right here. So what is BET? What is BET NextGen? BET NextGen is a flagship leadership development program designed to give emerging talent hands-on experience across BET's most influential cultural moments, from live events and red carpets to creating storytelling and brand building initiatives built across specialized tracks. The program provides real access, real work, and real impact alongside mentorship from the teams shaping culture every day. Okay, there's that there. So this happened on May 26th. This press release was released. BET on that day announced the launch of BET NextGen, a leadership development initiative designed to cultivate the next generation of media and entertainment leaders through hands-on experience, mentorship, and direct guidance from industry-leading communications, creative, and media executives, while offering insight into the creative, strategic, and cultural decisions that have positioned BET as the leading media brand for Black audiences for over 40 years. I believe that BET's been around for 45 years, but still 4 years either way. BET NextGen is designed as a multi-track leadership development pipeline, offering participants the opportunity to gain experience across a range of core business functions, including communications and PR, tentpole production, marketing, ad sales and brand solutions, brand creative, talent and relations, social and digital. Through this expanded structure, the program reflects BET's commitment to developing top-tier talent equipped to lead across the full media ecosystem, spanning storytelling, brand, spanning storytelling, brand building, audience engagement, and cultural impact. The brand creative track is exclusively open to current HBCU students, reinforcing BET's long-standing investment in cultivating creative leaders rooted in Black culture and community. BET NextGen reflects BET's long-standing commitment to creating leadership pathways to the spaces and platforms where culture is shaped, said Lewis Carr, president of BET. HBCUs have long been incubators for excellence, innovation, and creative leadership. And through our brand creative track, we are investing in the students who continue that legacy and amplifying institutions that have shaped generations of Black talent. This program opens doors to hands-on experience across BET's live events, storytelling, brand ecosystem, creating pathways that extend far beyond a single moment. BET NextGen members will actively support BET's multi-tempos, including the 2026 BET Awards, which will be hosted by Drewski. Okay, so that is coming up, okay? Contributing both on-site and through longer-term brand and business initiatives. The program is structured to integrate ambassadors into meaningful work while offering mentorship and professional development throughout the experience. So, as you can see here, the portfolio brands BET, BET Her, BET Studios, and VH1, along with the fast channels, BET Tyler Perry Comedy, BET Tyler Perry Drama, BET Comedy Movies, BET Cinema, BET Classics, BET Visionaries, or Blackinaries. That's where it should be, but just saying. BET Throwbacks and BET Pluto. BET connects audiences across cable, digital, live event studios, and global platforms. Together, these platforms deliver culturally resonant content that reflects the depth, creativity, and impact of the Black experience. Now, if you remember when I brought up the Tyler Perry Dreamers program, right? Remember how I said that Tyler Perry is getting into the world of unscripted television with Reform Media Group and Pantheon Media? It ain't E Global Media. So those dreamers got the chance to work with Tyler Perry and his team, along with those other brand deals or those content partnerships, right? So when I saw this news, I'm like, okay, will the BET NextGen cohort, right, the people in the program, will they get to attend meetings, right, with this board? Will they get to attend meetings where they will get to talk to Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, Troy Vincent, Raymond J. McGuire, George Cheeks, and Bob Johnson? Will they get to do that? I believe they should, right? I mean, that would be unparalleled access that whoever is in BET NextGen will get the chance to talk to the board of advisors, right? So I'm believing that with what BET NextGen does, the board of advisors will, get to give critique and, perspective and analysis of what the BET NextGen cohort is doing. And then the BET board of advisors will have a say-so in who could potentially get a job offer from BET. Now, of course, this is just a prediction. This is not official. I'm just taking an inch and making them out. That's all I'm doing. Hey, 13 people, welcome in. We're talking about the inaugural board of advisors at BET. That includes Bob Johnson, Queen Latifah, LL Cool J, Troy Vincent, Raymond J. McGuire, and George Cheeks, chair of TV media at Paramount Skydance. Now, I want to focus in on LL Cool J for a minute, because there's something that you guys may not know. Right here. You guys know that LL Cool J has his own, media company called Rock the Bells, right? You guys know that, right? But what you may not know is this right here. Rock the Bells closed Series B, led by Paramount Global, to continue elevating hip-hop culture. Now, this press release came out on April 17th of 2023. Investments will support Rock the Bells' ongoing commitment to elevate and advance hip-hop culture and expand the culture across industries, right? This came out, like I said, April 17th, 2023. Rock the Bells, the global platform dedicated to elevating hip-hop culture from its roots to the modern day, founded by LL Cool J, announced a $15 million Series B raise led by Rain Ventures, Ivory Arzoff of Iconic Artist Group, and Paramount Global, with participation from Amex Ventures, Wildcat Capital Management, and Capstar Ventures. The company also received additional investment from Ask Capital, North Island, Glenn Hutchins, AME Cloud Ventures, and XO Capital. As the ultimate champion and destination for timeless hip hop, Rock the Bells provides hip hop lovers with a single global destination for content, commerce, and experiences. With the addition of these new industry-leading investors, funding from this round will be used to scale those three pillars of business, including creating more long-form content projects, launching new retail partnerships, and expanding internationally to the European Union, growing the annual Rock the Bells Festival, and introducing new experiential events in the marketplace. This Series B round is a reflection of the confidence that our investors have in Rock the Bells as a global platform, said LL Cool J, founder, CEO of Rock the Bells. Hip-hop is an art form that many people doubt from day one, but our culture continues to rise to higher heights. I'm honored that Rock the Bells is leading this resurgence of timeless hip-hop while simultaneously bridging the generations. I'm so excited about all the amazing things we have planned for the community, fans, and brands. This is just the beginning. Since 2018, Rock the Bells has transformed the way consumers experience and appreciate timeless hip-hop through Rock the Bells Radio and SiriusXM, a thriving content platform at rockthebells.com, licensing and merchandising partnerships with mass retailers, curated experiences and activations with partners at the biggest global cultural events across the world. As the go-to partner for all things hip-hop, Rock the Bells has cultivated successful and meaningful partnerships with leading brands and Fortune 500 corporations such as Target, Walmart, PepsiCo, Procter & Gamble, and more. with the addition of strategic investors Paramount Global and MX Ventures, Rock the Bells can continue to elevate how it shows up for its community in meaningful ways where everyone can celebrate hip-hop together. Rock the Bells has a brand affinity that has been built over time through consistency and authenticity, said James Cuppard, president of Rock the Bells. We hold our audience's trust and we grow together by asking them to be a part of everything we do. Our partners proudly support our work because it spans generations, its legacy continues to elevate hip-hop in a way that honors the art form and highlights it deservingly. As part of the partnership, Rock the Bells, Paramount Global has entered a multi-year first look deal covering feature films, scripted, unscripted content, as well as the opportunity to live stream the upcoming 2023 Rock the Bells Festival that will collaboratively celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip-hop. They will also collaborate on identifying and developing co-branded merchandise opportunities that combine available Paramount Global intellectual property with relevant, timeless storytelling. Additionally, Paramount Global will provide marketing support for Rock the Bells content, experiences, and activations as the authority for timeless hip-hop. These projects will continue to highlight the unique undermined stories that speak to the broader hip-hop culture and fans of all ages around the world. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Braylon, why are you bringing this up? Does anybody remember when Scott Mills said that they were putting the hip-hop awards and the Soul Train awards on pause? Who's to say, right? Because now follow the red bouncing ball here, right? Who's to say, because LL Cool J is a part of the inaugural BET Board of Advisors, who's to say that the BET Hip Hop Awards will now become the LL Cool J Rock the Bells Hip Hop Awards on BET? Who's to say that won't happen? Who's to say that the Rock the Bells Festival won't be broadcasting live on BET? I can't hear nobody. I can't hear nobody. Okay? Like I said, this is what I do. A moment ago. Okay. Oh, here's something else too that you guys may not have known. Check this out right here. Check this out right here. Queen Latifah's Flavor Unit Entertainment enters into exclusive new programming partnership with Centric. Now, Centric is now BET Her. Okay, so just want y'all to know that. So, Flavor Unit Entertainment single lays to premiere new episodes on Centric. New episodes of the Queen Latifah Show that are on BET and Centric. Centric, BET Network's 24-hour music and entertainment network, today, or on that day rather, unveiled an exclusive co-production deal with Queen Latifah's Flavor Unit Entertainment to produce content for the network. The production company, owned by Queen Latifah and her partner Shakim Capri, has quickly established itself with number one hits, including The Perfect Holiday, Beauty Shop, Bring Down the House, and its first ever scripted romantic comedy, Let's Stay Together, which premiered with 4.4 viewers on BET. Centric Slayer programming has a particular appeal to the African American woman. This new partnership strengthens Centric's position as the network for the African American woman. Flavor Unit's number one new talk show, The Queen Latifah Show, which should still be on TV, damn it, okay? That was a great damn talk show, and the set was gorgeous. It's designed by Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, that Lenny Kravitz. The Queen Latifah Show will also begin airing in primetime on Centric. The Queen Latifah Show is a daytime talk variety series that showcases Queen Latifah's extraordinary range of talents as a global entertainment icon with featuring chart-topping musical guests, celebrity interviews, and everyday heroes who are changing lives in the local communities. Queen Latifah Show was produced by Flavor Unit, Overbrook Entertainment, which is Will and Jada Smith, and Sony Pictures Television. We are thrilled to be working once again with Flavor Unit Entertainment. Queen Latifah, she does it all. We're happy to have her join us as a creative force as we continue to grow Centric into a premier destination for African American women. We could not be more excited about what's ahead. Deborah Lee, BET Networks Chairman and CEO. As a part of the deal, BET Networks will develop and premiere all new season 4 of highly rated Single Ladies on Centric. This romantic comedy series is set in the world of Atlanta fashion, music, and celebrity as best friends share their differing views on love, sex, and relationships. Single Ladies asks the question of what do women want. At more than 10 million strong and control $20 billion in buying power, the African American woman is an increasingly powerful but yet overlooked consumer. No other network has embraced her with content specifically designed for her until now, said Lewis Carr, BET Network's president of broadcast media. Centric is the first network to deliver the programming that celebrates, inspires, and addresses her unique perspective. Centric's popularity with African American audiences, most notably with African American women ages 25 to 54, continues to grow, with the network marking its most watched core in its history. For fiscal year 2014, core 2, January to March, Centric experienced its best core ever for total day and prime time viewership, post gains of 20%. So, this Queen Latifah works at BET at one point, or she was rather in partnership, when it makes sense for Flavor Unit Entertainment to produce some stuff here, right? And of course, we know that the NFL is, trying to expand in every way they can. We know that NFL Red Zone was a Verizon Wireless exclusive. Now it is available to pretty much everybody. We also know NFL Plus is a thing, the NFL Network. Now, what you may not know is that ESPN owns NFL Media. That's right. They own the NFL Network. They own NFL Red Zone. They own NFL Films, right? And the NFL owns 10% of ESPN. Remember 106 in Sports and how much that was a failure? Failure. I smell the failure. Who's to say that while BET may not be able to get NFL games, who's to say that the NFL and BET can't do a content partnership where NFL studios produce content for BET? Flag football has been increasing more and more. There's celebrity flag football games. Women flag football is increasing. International flag football has been increasing. Okay, so I definitely see an NFL partnership there. Now, this guy, Raymond J. McGuire, let me look him up. I never heard of him. No disrespect to Raymond J. McGuire. See, this is why I do what I do. Okay. So this is him right here. This is the guy right here. President of Lazard. Right here. So decades of leadership. Let's pull him up here. Okay. So right here, Raymond J. McGuire is the president and co-head of financial advisory in North America at Lazard. As a member of Lazard's senior leadership team, he strengthens key stakeholder relationships, counsels on complex transactions, and drives the firm's international growth. In November 2025, he joined the board of directors at Harvard Management Company, which oversees Harvard University's endowment and related assets. If you know Howard, they have very big endowments, ladies and gentlemen. Prior to Lazard, Mr. McGuire spent 13 years as Citigroup's global head of corporate and investment banking, leading a $20 billion business and holding the longest tenure in that role in Wall Street history. He later served as Citigroup's vice chairman and chairman of its banking, capital markets, and advisory business. His earlier career included being the global co-head of mergers and acquisitions at Morgan Stanley. in senior roles at Merrill Lynch and Wasser and Perina. He began his career at Mergers and Acquisitions Group at the First Boston Corporation. He has advised transactions exceeding $750 billion. Let me zoom in on that. $750 billion. $750 billion. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Mr. McGuire serves on the board of the Ronaldo Realty Trust and has held prior corporate directorships at Hesh Corporation and KKR and Company. He also holds leadership positions on several nonprofit boards, including the Harvard Management Company, the American Museum of Natural History treasurer, the Black Trustee Alliance for Art Museums co-chair, the Hotchkiss School vice president, the New York Public Library chair, executive committee, the Regional Plan Association chairman, and Trinity School and Whitley Museum of Art. As the chairman of the Studio Museum in Harlem, he led a transformative $300 million capital campaign culminating in its historic November 2025 reopening. Mr. McGuire earned his MBA and JD from Harvard Business School and Harvard Law School and his AB from Harvard College. So, now when you think about all this, right, think about this. Imagine, if you will, with this man who knows people at Morgan Stanley, who knows people at Citigroup, he could probably bring some financial experts to BET to, help BET balance out their budgets, give them, advisory counsel on how much to spend, where to cut, this, that, the third. But also, too, imagine a black financial show on BET. Okay? Just keeping it a buck. That brother right there that's on your screen knows a lot of people, right? And I'm sure that if you bring in, Forbes Black, I'm sure that we can make that happen, right? And then, of course, George Cheeks, right? George Cheeks, let's go back to him. George Cheeks is the chairman of TV media at Skydance. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Okay, give me a moment. So images. So this is George Cheeks right here. This is George Cheeks. So this is the guy right here. Okay, so he leads all of television media right now. If we go to, let's go to Paramount.com. Paramount, right? Brands. Let's do that. All right, so here are the brands here. So I'm gonna show you what's happening here. So you got BET right there. You got CBS. You got CBS News, right? You have Comedy Central. You have Colors, Viacom 18. That's overseas things. CMT, CBS Sports, MTV, 10, Nickelodeon, Paramount Plus, of course, Hulu TV, Sports Entertainment, Paramount Pictures, Paramount Network, Skydance Games, Skydance Animation, Showtime, Pop TV, TV Land Smithsonian Channel, right? Who's to say, right? Who's to say that maybe some of the people at BET could produce some black content for Nickelodeon? Who's to say that some people at BET could produce, shows from BET Studios, not just for Nickelodeon, but they could also produce some stuff for Comedy Central? Now, y'all know Beyonce made it what it do with country music, right? BET Studios producing some black country shows for CMT. Of course, as we all know, CBS and NAACP, they have that content partnership, but who's to say that, BET Studios can't produce shows for CBS? Give me a moment. There's something's coming to my brain right now. Oh, yes, right here. My Lord Jesus. I love it when a plan comes together. Right here, BET and CBS News announced second season of primetime news magazine America in Black. BET and CBS News announced second season of primetime news magazine America in Black. America in Black returns during Black History Month, premiering 2 new episodes with award-winning roster of trusted journalists. New episodes debut February 6th and February 20th on BET and CBS News streaming. So Sandra Douglas Morgan for America in Black. So Dana Bacchus right here, this fine sister here, is interviewing Sandra Douglas Morgan, the president of the Las Vegas Raiders. And then, of course, Soledad O'Brien is interviewing Ava DuVernay. And then Tarika Duncan is interviewing Crystal Renee Haslett and Devon Ellis for America in Black, right? So, okay. Today, or on that day, rather, BET and CBS News announced the renewal of America in Black, the groundbreaking primetime news magazine featured on BET, Paramount Plus, CBS News streaming. America in Black has become a vital, authentic platform for in-depth investigative reporting, compelling newsmaker interviews, engaging human interest stories, and exclusive celebrity profiles. In its first season, America in Black explored Black maternal mortality with an interview with Vice President Kamala Harris. Report on the war on Black history and turn the spotlight on the amputation epidemic among African Americans. The series also present in-depth profiles, celebrity interviews with Michael B. Jordan, LL Cool J, George Benson, DJX, and more. In addition, America in Black welcomes the return of veteran BET News anchor Ed Gordon to the network after an 18-year hiatus as a special correspondent. CBS Mornings feature host Vladimir Duthers and special correspondent Soledad O'Brien also join America in Black this season. What do I always tell y'all? If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. They've been stepping here and there at BET for a very long time. That's why I made the title, could BET be putting their foot in it for a comeback? You don't bring in LL Cool J and Queen Latifah and that brother from the NFL and a black brother that has done transactions over $750 billion and is connected to a little bit of everybody on Wall Street and the world of the financial industry. And you don't have George Cheeks on the board unless BET Studios is going to fuel the black content for all the other networks that don't know how to produce black content. Come on now. Come on. So, with that being said, I want to watch this with you all, and then we're going to get into a little bit more intel because I'm going to show you my track record with talking about BET. Here we are live on tour, talking about the new first ever board of advisors for BET. Check this out from Black Femininity TV. Watch this. A great content here, by the I want you back.
BET Network was once the go-to channel for Black people. The channel offered a variety of reality shows, Black music, talk shows, and comedies. Now these days, the network is highly criticized and mocked by the Black community. In this video, I'm going to be discussing why the Black community isn't supporting BET anymore. And make sure you guys stay tuned until the end because I will be discussing programs they should bring back to make people interested in the channel again.
If you manage travel spend and you're not using the van,
I wish Black Femininity TV would have entered BET NextGen because she definitely deserves to be in the cohort for sure. And when I first saw this video, as you guys are about to see here, she not only, sorry, y'all, can I get myself together here? Not only does she showcase the range of what BET used to do, but she also talks about the depth and the breadth of who we are through the power of that platform in such an articulate, smooth, and just clocking that T fashion that sincere with the moves that BET has been making and with historians of the culture like Black Femininity TV, like Black Femininity TV, and myself and others. You combine those two things along with that board, and if they and BT actually has the room to actually be fully Black, and they get to have access to resources, and the resources are not based on if they make money or not. It's like, oh, that was so good, you get another treat. Here's a resource. And any other, guardrails, if they don't have that, this could be a huge comeback for BET. All those have to be in place. Let's keep going.
Missing out. Hi, I'm Sarah.
I'm Anita.
And we're part of the final.
Video Soul.
I'm Donnie Simpson.
June 26, 1981 is my date. That was the day we launched Video Soul on BET.
Donnie Simpson was, in effect, BET's first star.
Mary J. Blige.
Hi, Donnie. I'm Sherry Carter.
Hey, watch it.
Yeah.
BET. If you want to be down, you keep it right here on BET.
The inspiration for BET came out of a desire for African Americans to have their stories told.
There are many issues facing the African American family.
And then all of a sudden, this thing called music videos appeared. And it was just a natural alignment with BET.
Welcome to 106 & Park. BET South End Live. What's going on, y'all?
No, I did not commit those murders.
Black folks had their own television network, something that was programmed for them.
Get down. Make some noise, BET!
The thought was that it was time for BET to be part of a larger company.
BET started with a $500,000 investment. It was sold to Viacom for $3 billion.
This is what extraordinary looks like.
Black entertainment television, also known as BET.
So I want to pause it here for a minute. Now, I know everybody misses music videos, right? But music videos today, you can watch on YouTube anytime you want to. They drop music videos through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, so, the accessibility and the connectivity of platforms are not where they used to be. Because back in the 90s, you had to tune in to television to see what was going on. You had to tune in radio to see what was going on. You had to open up the newspaper to see what was going on, right? The internet was just beginning. But if you want to bring back Video Soul, right, maybe you don't show music videos, but you sit down with Black entertainers, content creators, entrepreneurs, and their soul of who they are, and them giving their commentary on how they got to be where they are. That's Video Soul in 2026. Basically the Black inside the actor studio, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep going. We're live on tour with BET. Let's get it.
Was launched in January 1980 by Bob Johnson, a lobbyist for the cable industry. He acquired a loan of $15,000 and a $500,000 investment from media executive John Malone to start the network, and BET aired for 2 hours a week as part of programming for USA Network. BET started off airing Black music videos and reruns of popular Black sitcoms. In 1983, it finally became a full channel, and by the mid-90s, it had numerous news and talk show programs like BET News, BET Tonight with Tavis Smiley, and Teen Summit, which was created by Sheila Johnson, the wife of Bob Johnson. They also had specials to discuss Black social issues like Conversations with Ed Gordon and Black Men Speak Out, The Aftermath, which covered the 1992 LA riots. And with the growth of digital cable in the late 90s, they launched the sister channel BET Jazz. In the year 2001, Viacom acquired BET from Bob and Sheila Johnson for $3 billion, and Stephen Hill served as president of music programming and specials. Stephen had joined Viacom back in 1995, and during his time at BET, he created hit programming for the channel like 106 & Park, the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, and College Hill. BET was leading other Viacom channels in ratings with music video and talk shows like Ceda's World, Rap City, Top 20 Countdown, and 106 & Park. The company also had a program called BET Now, which constantly showed Black music videos for 4 hours a day.
Now, you could take BET now and showcase Black content creators for 4 hours. You not know how many Black content creators have created commentary on many pop culture, entertainment, media, sports, social issues. Imagine you a Black let me come on the big screen. Imagine you a Black content creator and you turn on BET and you see your video during BET now. This is what we talking about here. Okay? All right? Listen, now I'm not saying all this is going to happen because I connected the dots and everything else. I'm just saying the quiet part out loud. Let's keep going.
Discover a better kind of backyard water experience. One that combines fitness, play,
They do
and
say that water therapy actually really helps out because the jets, they're, designed to, be pulsating, to the different parts of your body and stuff. So shout out to Bullfrog Spas, rather, and to all the spa companies making it do what it do. Let's continue.
The docuseries Access Granted gave viewers an in-depth look at the planning, filming, and production of R&B and hip-hop music videos. BET.
Now, that right there for Access Granted, you know how many Black productions would love to have an Access Granted episode behind not just music videos, but, podcasts, movies, TV shows, product launches, music festivals, conventions, conferences. So Access Granted can be expanded as well. Let's keep going.
It was the #1 platform for Black artists, and non-Black artists knew where to go when they wanted to promote their projects to the urban audience. But BET wasn't just a platform for music. It was also a platform for popular and up-and-coming Black comedians, especially the Black women comedians. Comic View was a stand-up comedy show that aired on BET for 16 years. Then the network started producing reality shows documenting the lives of...
Now, Comic View, for those of you who don't know, was brought back by Kevin Hart. I hadn't seen no new episodes or anything, but that was that. Let me bring that up for you, y'all. Right here, in case you guys did not know. Kevin Hart's Heartbeat teams up BET to revive Comic View stand-up comedy showcase. This comes to us from Riot.com. Kevin Hart and his entertainment company Heartbeat are bringing back BET's Comic View stand-up comedy franchise after a 9-year hiatus as a part of a 4-day weekend event in Las Vegas celebrating his 44th birthday. The actor, comedian, producer, entrepreneurs Heartbeat is teaming up with Paramount Global's BET to relaunch Comic View for Heartbeat Weekend, taking place in Las Vegas from July 6th through the 9th in time for Hart's birthday on July 6th. Hosted by Mike Epps, the all-new episodes of Comic View will be recorded on location for a live audience throughout the 4-day event with performances by Tommy Davidson, Terrica Williams, Tony T. Roberts, Brisha Webb, DC Youngfly, rapper Tip T.I. Harris in what will mark his televised stand-up comedy debut. I'm thrilled to partner with BET for the return of Comic View as a part of Heartbeat Weekend, making this can't-miss celebration of comedy, music, and culture. Hart's statement. Having hosted Comic View in the past, I understand firsthand rather the incredible platform this franchise offers for comedians to showcase their talents on a national stage, and I'm excited to continue that tradition in Las Vegas. President and CEO Scott Mills said, we're excited to partner again with Heartbeat to bring back our culturally iconic franchise, Comic View, during Heartbeat Weekend. Over 30 years ago, Comic View set the footprint for stand-up specials and launched the careers of some of today's mega comedy stars. We can't wait to see this new group of talented and rising comedians. We are all We are so proud to work with this all-star production team, including Mike Epps, and the impressive roster of talent that will bring you the best comedy you'll see all year long. So, just in case you did not know about that. Okay. BET's Comic View stand-up series originally ran on the cable network from 1992 to 2008, and then returned with new episodes from 2012 to 2014. So, there is that there. Let's go back to Black Femininity TV, everybody. Here we go.
Of Black celebs, aspiring artists, teenagers, and college students. And I think we all remember that reality shows that time were typically centered around white people only.
And I'm going to show you guys how I'm living.
This is how I'm living, y'all.
But in 2005,
oh wait, How I'm Living was the black version of MTV Cribs. Just want y'all to know. Okay.
Started taking a nosedive. It first started with the departure of Free and AJ from BET's top-rated show, 106 & Park, and Deborah Lee also became chairman and CEO of the network that year. Deborah began her career with the company as its first VP and general counsel in 1986, then was promoted to president and COO in 1996. Now, I'm not going to completely blame her for the decline of BET, but do with this information what you will. Following the death of civil rights leader Coretta Scott King in 2006, BET went on with its regular scheduled music video programming, while channels like TV One, CNN, Fox News, and MSNBC did live coverage of her funeral. There was intense backlash towards BET, and the National Association of Black Journalists gave BET its Thumbs Down Award for not broadcasting Coretta's funeral live. Deborah started moving the network into a different direction. The gospel genre was now being incorporated under her. The BET Hip Hop and BET Gospel channels were launched as sister channels. The gospel music singing competition show, Sunday Best, was launched, and then came a town hall style discussion show, Hip Hop vs. America, that made people realize that BET was moving away from hip hop, and then all the other black genres followed, besides gospel. From that point on, they were filling up all of the time slots with the Sunday Best show and the same old movies, which mainly consisted of Tyler Perry films. The network started being criticized for perpetuating negative stereotypes of black people and showing us in the worst way possible with their choice of programs.
Hungry Root is the easiest way to eat healthy. Hungry Root is kind of like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist. They take care of the weekly groceries and recommend healthy.
I will say this. For what Sunday Best did do, I think it did quite a lot for the gospel community because, well, not just for the gospel community, and not just the web of how gospel got to be expanded, but also too, how people got into the gospel music industry, right? Because to get in the music industry, you had to know somebody, right? Or you had to be in the right place at the right time, or there was a, music showcase, what have you. And so when American Idol came out, that was BET's version of American Idol. Now, of course, BET could do a whole black music competition, right? And partner up with Motown and give that, and that could be a whole show. And I believe that should be a show, right? And I think because BET, as we're seeing here, back in the day, BET was more about cultural appreciation, and now it's about cultural appropriation. How can we provide shows that appropriate black culture for the viewing of entertainment, but they never connect with people? That was the problem. They were good enough to watch for an hour, but they never expanded the community. So let's keep going.
High-quality, nutritious food, tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and health goals. They have great options for the whole family with health.
BET faces praise and criticism.
BET has no interest, I think, in black culture. I think they have interest in making money off of black people.
I've always felt that we have to have some control of the messages that are brought into our community.
Cable TV's answer was Black Entertainment Television, or BET.
Most famously, the Boondocks made two particular episodes named The Hunger Strike and The Uncle Ruckus reality show, criticizing BET's content. Black music started suffering because of the changes. BET stopped broadcasting all of their popular programs for whatever reason, and in July 2017, Viacom signed new film and television development deals with Tyler Perry, and as part of the deal, Tyler would produce scripted series for BET and co-own the network's BET Plus. He probably may eventually just buy the whole network entirely. Sheila Johnson, the ex-wife of Bob Johnson and co-founder, says she doesn't even support BET anymore because of the negative stereotypes and called the channel a squandered opportunity. She said, "I think we squandered a really important cable network. When it really..."
Now, Sheila Johnson could come back, potentially, because this is the first board of advisors, right? So I think if you're going to do this, I think Sheila Johnson and Deborah Lee should come back as advisors, because they were the sauce makers, right? So
really could have been the voice of Black America. We're losing our voice as a race as a result. I'm really worried about what our young people are watching. There are so many young people who are using the television as a babysitter. We have parents who are not being parents and not monitoring what their children are watching. I don't watch it. I suggest my kids that they don't watch it. I'm ashamed of it, if you want to know the truth. When we started BT, it was going to be the Ebony magazine of television. We had public affairs.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Say that 2 more times. Black Femininity TV. Hang on a second.
Watch it. I'm ashamed of it, if you want to know the truth. When we started BT, it was going to be the Ebony magazine of television. Just my kids that they don't watch it. I'm ashamed of it, if you want to know the truth. When we started BT, it was going to be the Ebony magazine of television.
One more time, y'all.
Are watching. I don't watch it. I suggest my kids that they don't watch it. I'm ashamed of it, if you want to know the truth. When we started BT, it was going to be the Ebony magazine of television.
Now, the reason why I played that 3 times is because I have said consistently that BET should be the Ebony magazine, right? They should. Let me flip the reverse right back. In terms of programming, BET and VH1, VH1 should have the energy of Jet magazine. Jet magazine was a weekly magazine giving you what was happening every single week up to the minute of what happened that week. That should be for the content creators, the influencers, and the entrepreneurs, and the outsiders, and the, on the ground street team members trying to make change. That should be for that network. And then BET should be for established Black content, right? So Ebony is known as, when you make it an Ebony, you are established. Jet was saying, here's who's coming up next. Like I always say, if you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. Let's continue on.
We had public affairs programming. We had news. I had a show called Teen Summit. We had a large variety of programming. But the problem is that then the video revolution started, and then something started happening, and I didn't like it at all. And I remember during those days, we would sit up and watch these videos and decide which ones were going on and which ones were not. We got a lot of backlash from recording artists, and we had to start showing them. I didn't like the way women were being portrayed in these videos. I really wish, and not just BET, but a lot of television programming, that they would stop lowering the bar so far just so they can get eyeballs to the screen. I know they think that's what's going to keep programming on the air. That's what's going to sell advertising. End quote.
The best part of my job at 1-800-PACK-RAT is meeting new people and learning their story.
I joined the Air Force about 8 years ago and met my wife. We were stationed together and actually worked the same job. We decided after we got out of the Air Force to move to Oregon. We both loved the area. It was a really tough decision to move from Oregon.
Sheila went on to say that she wished the network promoted safe sex more instead of promoting promiscuous, raunchy rap videos. BET has also been criticized for excluding a large part of their community from the network, queer folks. In 2013, they hired the transgender non-binary media personality B. Scott to be a correspondent for the Style Stage at the 2013 BET Awards 106 & Park pre-show. B. Scott did one interview before being yanked from the show after commercial break for wearing women's wear. B was ordered to mute the makeup, pull the hair back, and remove the women's clothing, which included heels. Then they forced them to change into men's clothing, which is weird because B. Scott has never really presented themselves in a masculine way, and I'm sure the producers were aware of that. But B obeyed their wishes, but was never put back on the air and was replaced by Braylon. B blasted the network for humiliating them and not respecting their gender identity and expression. BET released a statement claiming that they embrace global diversity and says that they regret unintentionally offending anyone in the LGBT community. That's very funny because TMZ and Huffington Post leaked emails showing that the incident was premeditated by the BET executives. Stephen Hill wrote an email before the show that read, "I don't want looking like a woman B. Scott. I want tampered B. Scott." The network vice president Rhonda Cohen replied, and I quote, "I can speak to him about being less womanly." Then the vice president of digital marketing, Monique Ware, chimed in and said, "The spin should be, he was late for a live show," and subsequently replaced, "and it would have been awkward in a live show to have the person assuming his role removed and him inserted, unless we can make public the reason we didn't want him dressed the way he normally does. I would stay away from suit selections, etc." End quote. Responding to the leaked emails, B said they were shocked and hurt, but not surprised. In August that year, B sued BET and the parent company Viacom for discrimination on the basis of gender identity and gender expression, and was seeking $2.5 million in damages. But a judge ruled that BET has the First Amendment right to run its show the way it wants, even if that means forcing a transgender person to dress like a man. B appealed and reached a settlement for an undisclosed amount with BET in February 2015. They've since made amends, and in March 2021, BET announced that B. Scott will produce and host a new show on their network titled 20s The After Show, a series exploring young Black queer people's stories. In a statement, B said, "I am proud to make history as the first trans non-binary person to host and executive produce a show at BET. I am in a place of forgiveness, and I am honored to help turn the page on the past and be a part of the network's move towards a more inclusive future for everyone." End quote. That's great and everything, and I'm actually looking forward to the show. But let's talk about the final straw that caused 106 & Park to be canceled. In August 2014, during an episode, 106 & Park did a segment about 2-year-old Blue Ivy's hypothetical thoughts during the MTV VMAs. Guest host Karuchi Tran read a joke from the teleprompter about Blue Ivy's hair.
I really did wake up like this because my parents never combed my hair.
I can't.
Now, to refresh your memory, Blue Ivy had been the subject of jokes about her natural hair since she was born. But it's okay.
By the way, I don't know of one Black kid that has not had a journey with their hair growing up, okay? So, the thing that I can't stand about us is we say we want us to be good, well, and strong, but yet we attack people who are trying to figure out how to do that. I mean, to make fun of the kids, just asinine, tasteless, and gutter behavior. Just saying.
Because I have a separate video on that topic on the way. Why would BET use an anti-Black joke about a toddler on their network, you may ask? Stephen Hill apologized to Beyonce and Jay-Z privately, and the producer responsible was suspended. Then BET announced that 106 & Park would go on a hiatus. 3 months later, the show was canceled. Now let's get into some shows BET should add to their programming, or shows they should reboot that would help them go back to the channel for Black people again. BET hasn't been Black owned in over 21 years, but even when Viacom took over, they were still airing content that we liked. Let's start with the music category. Everyone always talks about how they miss the popularity of R&B music. We also talk about missing when rap music required skills. In my opinion, Black music started suffering when BET stopped being a platform for unknown artists. R&B and hip-hop were dominating the Billboard charts in the 2000s when BET focused on music. There are so many talented singers who create classic R&B, as well as skillful rap.
So with that, what I would say is the BET Culture Submitted track list. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait a minute. What'd you say? BET's Culture Submitted track list. BET's Culture Submitted track list. So basically, you go to BET.com, click shows, you click BET's Culture Submitted track list, right? Or BET's track list of the culture, right? That's more of a unifying name. And you submit a unknown artist in their song, right? And every episode they mention 7 to 9 songs with their music video that's never been played on air. BET's track list of the culture. That could be a show very easily, right? So it's not that music can't work on BET. You just have to deliver it in a way that would make people want to not only discover more, not only want to explore, but also they want to crave more, right? Because you giving somebody a music video that they could go see online, that's nothing. But if my friends and family are calling me, it's like, hey, you know that you made it on BET's track list of the culture episode night, right? Wait, what? What? Hang on, let me turn on BET. Let's continue.
Rappers who could really use a platform. If BET brought back shows like BET Now, the program that constantly aired new music videos for 4 hours, 5 days a week, Rap City, a program showcasing hip-hop music videos, and featured interviews and freestyles from popular and up-and-coming rappers, they should also bring back music video countdown shows like Top 20 or 106 & Park. Those shows would really benefit the success of Black music and the artists. And the BET award shows are useless because they aren't even playing Black music on their channel anymore. But imagine if they did an unplugged show like Tiny Desk or MTV Unplugged for Black artists. Let's talk about docuseries. BET used to have a show called How I'm Living that was similar to MTV Diaries, where they chronicled the day in the life of various people. Access Granted gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the making of our favorite.
Well, when I said How I'm Living was like the version of MTV Cribs, it was in a way. I didn't know that was, MTV Diaries. I didn't know MTV had a show like that. But I do think Black State or the what is it? I'm trying to think of what is it? Oh my God. Black Open or Black Pink. No, I'm trying to think of. Oh my God. I'm trying. Black Rectory of Living. Yeah, Black Rectory of Living. Something to that degree. There should be like a real estate show where Black real estate agents should be able to showcase to you homes that you can buy on BET. I know that was very rough, but listen. Okay, listen. A clock is right twice a day, a clock can be wrong twice a day, okay? But out of my rambling comes greatness. Just give me time, okay?
Music videos. But we can't forget about the talk shows. BET used to amplify Black voices and current events on shows like Teen Summit, BET News, and BET Tonight. Do you guys remember when Monique had her own late night show? Which brings me to the comedy category on the channel. It launched the careers of so many Black comedians who went on to have amazing careers in show business because of Comic View. The only Black comedians who are popular these days, and I use comedians lightly, are the ones who gained popularity from social media by doing things like going into public places, pranking people for a reaction, or playing into racial stereotypes. And most of them are extremely corny to me. I personally loved the prank dating show Hell Date. I would also like to see special programs like Spring Bling and Rip the Runway, where they showcase Black designers and models.
Now, Spring Bling used to be in Miami, right? Just like MTV Spring Break. Now, Ron the dumbass doesn't want spring break in Miami like that because, you know, crime and everything else. So what if you did BET Spring Bling Cruise, right? You partnered with, you know, Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Carnival Cruise Line, and you broadcast live from that ship all week on BET. See, there's a way to bring BET back, but you gotta do it in a way that meets today's audiences. Okay, moving on.
Rolls.
Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. Let me see what we do.
And we all love a little reality TV, so I mean, if they want to bring back College Hill or something similar to Baldwin Hills or College Hill, or like a black music competition, oh my god, I would love that. BET did a really good job with Real Husbands of Hollywood, Being Mary Jane, American Soul, The New Edition Story, and The Bobby Brown Story. And those shows brought in huge ratings for the network, so I would love for them to continue to produce content that isn't done by Tyler Perry and doesn't involve every type of black trauma possible. Bring back shows and films where black people just simply exist and aren't poverty-stricken or in depressing situations. BET stopped being interesting when they got rid of all their popular shows for no reason, and we stopped supporting the brand when it no longer represented us and stopped amplifying black voices and talent. I have a lot of cool ideas, so BET, if you ever need any pointers, you can always hit your girl up. What shows would you guys like for?
Let me tell you something. If I get in, I'm definitely reaching out to Black Femininity TV to bring her into BET.
BET to reboot. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and like this video and subscribe to Black Femininity TV for more content.
Oh, you know what? BET's Black Ilty. Black.
Growing up, I always was like a shy person, pretty much like how everyone is. But I knew that
I combine black and realty together. So Black Ilty, right? Something to that degree should be a black real estate show, right? So a couple of things, right? Just wanted to show y'all this right here, right? So I did some videos on BET, right? Right here. So this video right here, BET, the conversation that I did 1 year ago, July 2nd of 2024. And so right here, talk about the state of BET, that, you know, they were in talks to sell majority stake of BET Media Group for $1.6 billion. Byron Allen, Tyler Perry, 50 Cent, Shaq, and Group Black expressed interest or submitting bids in the past. Critique of BET's current direction. The host argues that BET has lost its way, suggesting it currently portrays a limited version of black culture primarily for ad revenue rather than provide space for the totality of what it is to be black. He notes that while the BET Award still pulls millions of viewers, the event lacks cohesive soul and fails to fully engage with the digital-first audience. So I talked about relaunching BET 106 & Park as a top 10 entertainment news show that leverages various black media outlets and social commentators. So let's go to that. Okay, let's go with that. Yeah. Zoom out. Okay, here we go. You do need 106 & Park. You know how you bring it back? You bring it back as a top 10 entertainment news show. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would you do that? Because guess what? 106 & Park is the Jasmine brand. It's on site. The neighborhood talk. The Jasmine brand. Concrete. Now, I just said the Jasmine brand twice. I didn't realize that, y'all. When I'm live and I'm in the zone, I'm locked in, I black out. Okay, so listen. All these black blogs, Gossip, That Grape Juice, Pop Out Magazine, Ebony Magazine, all these black outlets. Imagine if 106 & Park came back as a top 10 entertainment news show, utilizing black media to talk about the top 10 entertainment news stories of the day. You vote on the biggest stories of the day. And of course, you know, 106 & Park was known for music. Guess what? You can still have world premiere music videos. You can still have live performances, but the format has changed. And Freestyle Friday, instead of rappers coming through, imagine Imagine, for example, okay? Imagine Queen Sheba and Diana Rose on 106 and Park Freestyle Friday as social commentators. Dude! And I still believe in that idea. I do. Like, come on now. So here's the strategy. 106 and Park on BET, that is Legacy Black, right? Yep. VH1, that edition of 106 and Park is for all new talent, independent artists, entrepreneurs, content creators. And the way I would frame VH1 is this. Ebony and Jet magazine. Follow me here for a minute. Follow me here. Jet magazine was the encyclopedia or the green book of the culture. I would create VH1 as the black network for everybody coming up. Did I tell y'all that before I played this video? Did I tell y'all that? Did I tell you that? Did I tell you that? See, I don't change for shit. Actually, well, I do change for the better as a human being. We all should. Some people do it more than others. But my perspectives on media have never changed. Just because I don't say everything don't mean I don't see everything. Let's continue on with what Braylon Lee has to say about BET. If you do well on VH1, you move over to BET. Now, you're probably wondering, what about BET Plus? I'm so glad you asked. No longer have BET Plus, but keep listening. That is the uncensored version of 106 and Park. Why? Because people are watching streaming. You can say whatever you want to on streaming. It's not regulated by FCC. So now you got Legacy 106 and Park for Taraji P. Henson, Morris Chestnut, all these great people. Then you got VH1's edition of 106 and Park, where everybody try to come up. And then guess what? If some shit needs to be said, you go on the uncensored version on BET Plus. Now you got a loop. Now you got a loop. And also, too, oh my God. Hey, for more information on the story, go to 106andpark.com. 106park.com being the black entertainment news site for BET. My God. Okay? This is what I do. Let's continue. I'm just giving y'all game. That's all. My thoughts, I had to teach her what her parents refused to. Better learn how to act when visiting others' household. You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. Nice, for sure, from Phyllis there on the 106 and Park. Speak your piece. We don't raise our kids to streets. Well, I'm not going to let mine be raised by the streets. That part right there. It's better for us to get handled by the people that love us than the world to get to us. Amen. So you have that loop, right? Because think about it. 106 and Park on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, on Clubhouse, on TikTok. Like, it can work. 106 and Park was the show where it was Black Twitter before Black Twitter. Got that team. It was our YouTube before YouTube came about. It was our Facebook before Facebook came about. Lock that team. It was our TikTok before TikTok came about. It was our Clubhouse before Clubhouse came about. Correct. Every network has a legacy show that is the main cog in the wheel to promote the network. Yep. For example, why do y'all think every network has a morning show? For example, roll it.
Hey, good morning, America.
I don't change too much, do I?
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money.
I love what we do over here. I really do.
Covering the biggest events in the country right now. There's a lot going on here.
It's always a good time. That's what the show's about.
That's good. Really good. Very good. Coming in hot. Jimmy, coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh,
good morning, America. I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
George, look at that face.
Every day of your life.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be there.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara, Ginger.
Hey, Phil, welcome in, good sir. Now, I want to show y'all something. Show you something.
Hashtag you.
Jeff Bridges hitting the multiplex more than 40 years ago, followed by the 2010.
So this was showcasing how Good Morning America is the flywheel for all of Disney, right? So anytime there's a new ride at Disney World, Disneyland, or anywhere, they promote Good Morning America. There's a new movie from Disney, Marvel, Pixar, Star Wars, National Geographic, they promote it there, right? So by having 106 & Park be the foundation of how to promote BET, there you have it. I've talked about how 106 & Park could have a morning show, a midday show, the evening show, and then the after dark show. 106 & Park this morning covers the top 10 black news stories of the morning, live in front of a live studio audience. BET Today covers the top 10 black entrepreneurship and lifestyle stories of the day. 106 & Park, the signature show, coming on at 6, 5 Central every day. Nobody's got you like we got you. Or coming on at 7, 8 Central, because 7 to 8 is the kickoff to primetime television. I'm giving you media game here. That's the top 10 black entertainment news show there. And then at 11:35 p.m. or 11 o'clock, BET After Dark. Those are the top 10 black, grown, and sexy stories that you can't talk about in prime time, in the morning, or in midday, or even, the prime time show. So now you have 106 & Park as the flywheel, right? This can be done. And when I saw the BET NextGen competition, I was like, it would be idiotic for me not to enter. As much as I've talked about BET, I should enter and let them know, hey, you got people out here who are ready to go. But y'all know my main thing. Are you going to put the lid on my jar criteria? You're going to take the lid off my jar. Because the only way I work is if you take the lid off the jar, you move out my way, and you don't open up that door until I come out that door. Crazy thing is, I've been doing this. All this commentary never changed. Let's keep going. That's why you can't really figure out anything from BET that's important. And honestly, yours, by the way, is
Actually, finally cleaning up my car. But have a great time there. Space Mountain is still my speed, though.
You know what? I'm just going to play it back from the beginning. My bad. We got time, y'all. We got time.
Light cycle run here. We're right by Space Mountain, guys. You can see all of the excitement. So this will be the fastest roller coaster here in Magic Kingdom, and it is a whole experience from the time you step inside. You get to make your own.
She should still be on TV, ABC.
Takes you on a
Okay.
motorcycle style ride.
Jamie Norman should still be on TV, ABC.
It's the blockbuster film that put audiences on the game grid.
Hey, it's the big master control program everybody's been talking about.
Tron, starring Jeff Bridges, hitting the multiplex more than 40 years ago, followed by the 2010 smash sequel, Tron Legacy.
Here we go.
Now, this digital world is fully loaded at the most magical place on Earth.
Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Walt Disney World's newest attraction, Tron Light Cycle Run, due to open April 4th, ready to take riders on a high-speed adventure.
It is fast.
This is, tied with its sister attraction at Shanghai, the fastest roller coaster we've ever built at Walt Disney Imagineering.
How fast?
Very fast.
First launching at Shanghai Disneyland in 2016.
By the way, very fast is not an answer, ladies and gentlemen. Just want you to know that. And the roller coaster only lasts a minute. That should be at least a 3-minute and 30-second ride. Minimum. Shows your rock and roller coaster, but that's neither here nor there. But let's continue on. I don't know about Guardian's roller coaster, but that should be 3 minutes too. But anyway, let's continue.
The coaster making its way to Florida and adding an first launching at Shanghai.
Now, y'all do see that, right? Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Whenever you are promoting something within your company, you have to disclose that. You have to. Just like, for example, when it's contract negotiations and everybody says who is who, you have to do that for the paper trail. So they have to do that. Okay, let's roll on.
At Disneyland in 2016, the coaster making its way to Florida and adding an exclusive souvenir experience for Disney World guests.
Now, that souvenir experience, sadly, is no longer available. Okay, just to let you know. Yeah, Disney has been very cheap recently. But yet they say D23 is going to be this year's D23 is going to be their biggest yet. Said no one ever. Let's continue on.
GMA getting a first look at the Tron Identity program, snapping some photos, recording a few lines.
I fight for the users.
You are user. And everything you've done has been according to a plan, right?
And just like that, your very own customized program is ready to race.
Greetings, user. Greetings.
If you've seen the Tron films, you know that the light cycles, those stylized motorcycle type vehicles, are very key to movies. And we knew that guests had to experience that, right? Yeah. Pure fun, pure adrenaline. We are so excited to bring a coaster like this to Magic Kingdom. So we hope guests that come and experience this just have an awesome time and have a ton of fun.
Hey guys, our weekend GMA team was here in December and we were able to ride Tron. So being able to ride again now a couple months later and see the lights and sound effects all come together was super cool. But I have to point out that when we were here in December, Whit and Eva thought it was so funny we had to ride it 3 times. My stomach didn't handle that so well. But Robin, I know you rode Tron in Shanghai with the big boss Bob Iger, so you can understand when I say riding just one time this trip, way easier.
Yeah, I know that was. I just found my picture with Bob from riding Tron when I was actually finally cleaning up my car. But have a great time there. Space Mountain is still my speed though. That's my speed there.
Tower of Terror for me.
Oh, I like that one too.
Terror, yeah. But that looks fast though. I mean, that looks fast. I'll push my hair back like.
So you're probably wondering why I showed you that clip, right? Good Morning America fuels ABC, right? So anytime there is a new movie that Disney's doing, guess what? It gets promoted on Good Morning America. Do I switch up? Do I switch up my commentary when it comes to media? I said all that before I played this live stream, this replay of a live stream rather. It wasn't fast. It was slower than Rock and Roller Coaster. It was under a minute. Never were staying in line for over 30 minutes. Trust me, I was there and wrote it. Understood, good sir. It gets promoted on live. It gets promoted on The View. It gets promoted on, GMA 3. What you need to know. It gets promoted on ABC World News. It gets promoted on Nightline. It gets promoted on Jimmy Kimmel. The Oscars, by the way, is one of the biggest platforms. So 106 in Park needs to be that show that fuels BET. Without that, there is no BET. That's why you can't really figure out anything from BET that's important. Yep. And honestly, BET Plus is the platform everybody really watches because you got Satima, you got Bruh, you got Sisters, you got Ruthless. People know more from BET Plus than BET. You got to get your mental back when it comes to BET. You do. So anyway, I will drop the link if you guys want to come on up. I know it was a lot of intel there, but listen, I just shoot to you straight. I really do. And whoever buys BET, they're going to have to figure out what I already know. They're going to have to figure out, do you bring 106 Park back or do you create a new show? Do you make a BET News? The confidence has never changed, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have BET News this morning? Oh, God. Do you go back to doing live events? Like Rip the Runway for HIV research? Do you bring Spring Bling back? You got to figure out how to meld the history of back then with the energy of today to bring a new soul that you never had before. That's the internal work that they're going to have to. Clock that T, clock that T, clock that T, clock that T, Braylon. And somebody's got to match that $1.6 billion offer. Now, just because you have the $1.6 billion doesn't mean that you're going to get the deal. That's just the entry. Because then you got to go through the CEO, you got to go through the board of directors, then you got to go through Sherry Redstone, then you got to go through Paramount. It's going to be a lot for BET to come back. I believe it can. I'm going to talk about it tonight on Clubhouse. I'm going to talk about it tonight. But I promise you, these conversations, they will be happening at BET without a shadow of a doubt if they want to be a smart network about it. Without question. And like I said, everything I'm saying in this conversation we're having now is just you see a hashtag right just there. Mellowcon live on Nubian TV. Now, when Melody Cherie had Nubian TV is no longer in existence. They have not had any new programs since season 1, Sharnita's World. And then there's this new network called Beyond TV Network, which when I went to their website, that website was also dead. You see a pattern here. There was a thing called Mellowcon, right? And I said, well, wouldn't it make sense for Mellowcon to be broadcasted live on Nubian TV? See, I was always thinking ahead of everybody else. Just saying. Moving on. Prediction. That's Braylon prediction put together. A prediction. I'm just giving my predictions on BET and what they could do. And not to mention, Paramount Studios might be up for sale. I think if I was Tyler Perry, I would say, listen, you know what? It's cool that I have BET. It's cool that I have BET Plus. It's cool I have VH1. It's cool that I have BET Studios as a whole studio to produce content. But can I own Paramount Pictures, the backlot? And I can be home BET Studios. Now you have a backlot with your own BET Studios to produce the content. And that could fuel VH1, BET, and BET Plus. Because now you got sound stages to do the shows. And you also have diversification of where those shows can go. I'm just connecting the dots here. That's all I'm doing. That's it. That's it. And when it comes to a new company, some people will stay, some people will go. That happens at every company. If I was the new CEO of BET, if I owned BET, I would, of course, keep it on the air, but in the background, I would be talking to all the people that work there now. We would do many town hall meetings to hear internally what's going on. And then guess what we would do? Hey, guess what? We're going to do the future of BET town hall conversations live on BET, streaming live on BET Plus and on VH1. And you can come on out. That's where we're going to have it live from Atlanta. We're going to have it live from Little Rock, Arkansas. We're going to have it live from New York City. We're going to have it live in California. We want you to come out live. We're going to have a 3-hour live town hall podcast. Let's come together and work together and rise up together to create a new BET. That's exactly what I would be doing. Yep. You cannot bring BET back without understanding black people. You can't do it. Ain't no way in hell. Depending on how pro-black they want to be. Is that what you were trying to say, Phyllis? Depending on how pro-black they want to be? I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, okay. If they say or not, you mean the executives, understand. And also, too, that could mean that, hey, if executives are like, you know what? I don't want to be under a new regime, they can leave. You're going to need a creative director. And that's different than a chief creative officer. That creative director is going to be in charge of the soul of BET. Yep. Know how people are treated. Oh, okay, gotcha. You mean the viewership. You mean the viewers. Okay, gotcha. No, I agree. I think on how people are being treated in terms of viewers is going to matter. Because they haven't done a celebration of gospel in a long time. They got the Dr. Bobby Jones Award, but they're not doing anything in the world of gospel. Really, to tell you the truth, why isn't the Stellar Awards on BET? It's amazing how much I know in the world of media. It's amazing. And not to mention, too, the longest running show on cable television was Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel, by the way. So, why isn't there a celebration of gospel pre-countdown show? You could do that from an auditorium somewhere in Hollywood, and then from the celebration of gospel you could throw that to the Stellar Awards. Why isn't there a countdown red carpet team at BET? BET red carpet live from the Oscars, the Grammys, the Tonys. Like, do I have to give y'all the fucking game here? Now, I'm not saying I'm the savior of BET or nothing like that, because it takes many people to make the world go round. But I bet your bottom dollar this, if they had me in there, BET would be fixed right now. Or at least it will be in the process of being fixed. It's on now, because you gotta work through the process in order to get to the solution. But what I'm saying is, all of this that I'm giving y'all, this is what they're going to have to do. And I don't know if anybody there has the soul to be a Braylon and just say, cut the bullshit. Who are we now? Now who we were, now who we think, who are we now? Concrete motherfucking evidence. That's what's going to have to be. Yeah. Black entertainment has become corrupt. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people that feel that way. A lot of people didn't watch the BET Awards. Haven't watched the BET Awards in a long time. But there was a lot of viral moments, though, from the BET Awards. Hey, why don't you bring the culture in? And 3 million viewers is not a big deal. I'm not saying that at all. However, when you have to air it on every network in order for you to win, it's a problem. BET should be able to stand strong as BET. Mm-hmm. If you are the premier black network, you should at least have about 5 million to 7 million people. Yeah. And I think also, too, the BET Awards, quite frankly, I don't think they have a soul. I'm just saying. Because here's the thing, right? If I'm BET, right, and they say it's culture's biggest night, why don't you bring the culture in? Stream it live to BET's YouTube channel. Hey, guess what? Do you want to be a part of the BET Awards? Hey, guess what? We're gonna have a segment called Ask the Room. ATR, Ask the Room. Guess what? If I'm Taraji B. Henson, hey, guess what? You got a question? Welcome to the BET Awards. Hey, ask Denzel a question. Bring in the audience. We all know y'all in the room, but other people want to be in the room too. with Zoom, with StreamYard. There are so many ways you can bring in the audience. The reason why people are watching BET because they don't feel like they can invest in the platform. Good damn. BET, Black Entertainment Television, should be ran by Black executives. We do have a lot of them out here that are more than capable of doing the job. Bringing culture back to excellence. It's ratchet, in my opinion. There you go. Yes, I did talk about the Ray J situation on tour last night, actually. Yeah, let me pull that up. I did. I talked about it on tour. Go live. Yeah, I talked about Ray J literally 22 hours ago. But it was BET and Usher, so we covered a little bit of everything from the BET Awards. And here's the thing, too, right? There was more that happened after the BET Awards than the BET Awards. Ray J had a whole incident after the BET Awards. Normani had an injury rehearsal leading up to the BET Awards. When the energy of your event is trending more outside of the event than the actual event, that's a problem. That's a problem. Amen. Amen. Did y'all do red carpet coverage on BET Plus? Did you or did you not? I'm just asking a question. Clubhouse, the social audio app, they had a deal with BET, and Clubhouse was live on the red carpet at the BET Awards. Yep. Also, too, why is the BET X experience only happening at the BET Awards? What the hell? So y'all gotta throw the BET experience when y'all have an award show. Y'all can't just throw it because y'all want to throw it? Really? Have y'all ever thought of the BET Experience cruise? Where you can bring all of that to Royal Caribbean and have a whole party on Island of Perfect Day, Coco Cay? Like, I need y'all to give a fuck. I need you to. Because this is ridiculous. And the crazy thing is, y'all got the power to do it. If y'all call Royal Caribbean, hey, Royal Caribbean, can we do a BET Spring Bling Cruise? Spring Bling Cruise? Did I say that? We're broadcasting on BET. Before you don't think Royal Caribbean's going to say no to that? That's free promotion. Okay. All right. You know what? Maybe it's just me that sees the forest of the trees. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a little bit insane in the membrane to see what BET can do. Because what really pisses me off is that they have the power to do every single thing I'm saying on this live, but they ain't doing shit. Damn. That's disgusting. You ain't got to do that. Oh my God. Absolutely disgusting. What you want me to do? I can only care about you as much as you care about yourself. By the way, y'all, the link is pinned if y'all want to come up. I thought I did that already, but my bad. The link is pinned if you guys want to come up. But I can't do it no more. They don't give a care. I mean, good damn, before Microsoft teamed up with Keith Lee, y'all could have teamed up with Keith Lee and did a Keith Lee's full tour on BET. What the hell? Keep it positive, sweet, from Crystal Renee. That should be a show on BET. Thank you. Bestie Breakdown with Nzinga Amani and her friend breaking down Sisters. That could be an after show streaming on BET Plus. Where is Sunday Best? Haven't seen that in a while either. But Kurt Frank was just on the BET Awards with Will Smith on Sunday. What the hell? Now, for those of you who are like, oh my God, there's an angry black man. No, I'm angry because I see what they could be and they're not doing shit. That's why I'm angry. Really, this is not even anger. This is just passion, a caring about a black platform, because back then we were in blackface. Back then we were hanging in trees. Back then we were hosed down. Child. I'm just keeping it real with you. Y'all gonna do what y'all want. But seriously. And also, too, let me bring this up too, right? So I think y'all get the point there, right? And you see the live chat there and everything. Okay, so that was that one, right? So then we go to here, right? And this is the State of Black Media Emergency Breakdown Town Hall on BET. And y'all remember when I told y'all that Paramount Skydance could buy Warner Bros. Discovery, right? And during this live stream, I said, you can't have two black networks. You can't have OWN and BET because, like I said, in order for the Paramount Skydance deal to go through, Brendan Carr said you had to get rid of your DEI initiatives. So if the DEI initiatives got rid of if the DEI initiatives had to be gone at Paramount Skydance, what makes you think they won't do it for Warner Brothers Discovery? And like I said, either they're going to keep both black networks, OWN and BET. OWN will fold into BET. They could sell off both black networks, or they could cancel both black networks. Those are your four options, right? And so, right here, as you can see, instead of greenlighting, right, the next seasons of popular BET Plus originals like Todd Paris and Ward Sisters, Howell has floated the idea of asking the creator to make originals that will cost more than $7 million an episode, right? So, you do $7 million, right? You $7 million times 13 episodes, that's $91 million. There's no way in hell they're going to spend $91 million on one season of a show that costs $7 million an episode. Ain't no way in hell. But I was saying all this for this here, right? I said right here, this in this summary, Lee provides a lay of the land regarding major media conglomerates and their respective holdings of focused black networks. He emphasizes that while networks like BET under Paramount and OWN under Warner Bros. Discovery exist, industry consolidation poses a threat to these platforms if they are treated as redundant or if their diversity initiatives are compromised. The discussion highlights that the Paramount Skydance merger had already involved shifts in corporate commitments regarding diversity, equity, inclusion initiatives. Lee warns that future Warner Bros. Discovery acquisition could lead to further trimming of networks or the consolidation of BET and OWN content. And if you don't know, Warner Bros. Discovery should have went to Netflix, but basically David Ellison, Larry Ellison, and the president raped Warner Bros. Discovery to get into their company. And they are having a difficult time because nobody in Hollywood wants the deal. They are struggling, smuggling through government. The credit rating has went down. Now, I mentioned $90 billion worth of debt, now down to $40 billion, but still billions of debt. Just give me that button. Lee critiques the focus of many viewers on individual shows like Top Race Productions rather than the platform stability of these networks themselves. He argues that understanding these broad corporate moves is essential to survival of black-centric programming. Organizational changes. The video notes that BET has already implemented a streamlined organizational structure, leading to job cuts and the consolidation of support functions under Paramount Global. So the way that Paramount had their own marketing, advertising, accounting, teams, now that's all under Paramount Global, right? But that's not all. Like I said here, for this one, the end of black entertainment television is near. I talked about this here. Shout out to Chef Don because he was the one that broke the story. The video addresses that the BET Hip Hop Awards and Soul Train Awards has been suspended indefinitely. Braylon Lee emphasizes that the network's long-term future rather is uncertain following Paramount Global's decision to retain the brand rather than sell it, knowing that the company had to abandon its DEI initiatives to finalize its $8.4 billion deal with Skydance Media. Like I said, The BET Hip Hop Awards could be LL Cool J's Rock the Bells Hip Hop Awards, right? And then the Soul Train Awards is the Soul Train Awards, right? It is what it is. With that, I mean, now could you pair a black brand, a black music brand with that? I'm sure you could. It could be the Soul Train Motown Awards, right? Could be very easily done. The Soul Train Black Promoters Collective Awards could be something as well. Trying to think what else. Now I know what some people are going to say when it comes to different headphone companies and stuff, right? Let's just say the Soul Train House of Marley Awards, right? Just saying, because House of Marley is a black-owned headphone brand. So there's a way to make it do what it do for that, right? Critique of media management. The host argues that major media corporations like Disney, Universal, and Warner Discovery lack dedicated black networks, leaving BET as one of the few legacy platforms which he contends is now failing to innovate. Missed opportunities. Braylon Lee heavily criticizes BET's leadership for failing to leverage existing global content brands, such as the rise of Afro beats and African-produced media. He points to platforms like Trace Africa as successful models that BET has ignored, while claiming they are trying to crack the code on African content. And that's a factual statement that I made. Absolutely. I showed the whole PDF PowerPoint of Trace Africa, right? And of course, right here, the video provides a deep dive into the history of BET from its founder by Robert L. Johnson to his acquisition by Viacom, now Paramount, for $3 billion. Of course, that beautiful video from Black Femininity TV, we watched that at the top of the show. Braylon Lee stresses the importance of community advocacy, arguing that without active support and research into black media, culture faces existential threat to representation on its screen. Factual, right? So then of course, right? Then of course, there was an interview with Louis Carr and Jabri Young, the Enterprise Zone Forbes interview. We broke that interview down, right? About a month ago, right? So right here, April 14th, 2026. I'm gonna show you all the other videos just to show you how long ago these were. So the end of Black entertainment television is near. I did that 9 months ago on August 5th, 2025. The State of Black Media Emergency Town Hall. Did that 8 months ago on September 11th, 2025. And then right here, the BET Conversation Town Hall. Already showed y'all that, but I'll show y'all that again right here on July 2nd, 2024. So I've been covered this thing, right? Just keep it in the butt. Now, let's go here. This here. Key topics covered so far: State of Black Media. Braylon outlines the current media landscape, knowing that while many major networks lack dedicated black focus channels, BET remains on Paramount. Louis Carr interview. Brand breaks down the Forbes interview with Louis Carr, who discusses his vision for BET focusing on community, culture, and connection. Carr emphasizes that BET is not just an entertainment brand, but one that inspires and motivates. Feature programming. Carr mentions potential returns for legacy franchise like Soul Train and discusses the importance of shifting content to fit today's marketplace and launching past challenges like Ball 6 in sports. Like I said, should be BET Sports Weekly, right? And you could collaborate with CBS Sports Talent, right? And then, of course, I said, you need a brand evolution, right? So BET clock into the assignment, right? So clock into the assignment of the morning for the black culture, clock into the assignment of the day part of program for black culture, clock into the assignment of prime time program for the culture, clock into the assignment of late night programming for culture. And then, of course, that revitalized 106 Park plan to transform the iconic show into a modern, lively, multi-segment daily franchise that covers Black news, lifestyle, culture rather than just music videos. And then right here, a suggestion to expand BET to global storytelling powerhouse with production hubs in cities like Atlanta, New York, London, Lagos, and Johannesburg, Africa. Like I said, this is just what I do. Okay, so I wanted to bring that to you all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tour. Like I said, I always say I allow the day to evolve, and when I see something that I believe is important enough, then I make it do what it do. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, the more that we can do for each other, the more we'll all rise up together. The more we can do for each other, the more we'll rise up together. The more we can do for each other, the more we'll rise up together. I'm going to turn off my camera now because we've done the whole show over an hour. Yes, we have. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be back with more Braylon's Virtual Tour live after this. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Untold under moonlit skies. Braylon Lee got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Soulful twist behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. So clear, the pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon Lee got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and two things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon Lee's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved is a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be, Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth, we're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment, news done away with. Braylon Lee, spotlight sharp like a diamond shine. We see the stars, but the stories align. Deep in the soul where the heartbeats find. The pulse of the people redefining time. And just a pro tip, people have to earn the right to hear your story, but in addition to that, people have to earn the responsibility to be a part of it. Just because we are not seen by everybody doesn't mean we are not been seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep you and your loved ones safe. Involved in our community, the People Station, Power 923 Jams. KIPR Pine Bluff, Little Rock, KFOG, Little Rock, a Cumulus Media Station. And now, back to the jams. Hip-hop. Drake.
Girls want girls where I'm from. Yeah, well, girls want girls where
R&B. J. Howell.
Just 'cause I love you and you love me.
And now, bumping back-to-back continuous music with another fresh new jam. Heard here first on the People Station, Power 923 Jams. Power.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out.
Power 923 Jams and the Arkansas Minority Health Commission encourages you to take the COVID-19 vaccine to help keep.
Welcome to Copeland's.
Copeland's is not just some fancy place for your big night out. In fact, there's no occasion too big. Or if you like, too small. Copeland's. There's always something good.
Sweet morning dew, one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. God, you were found. I come from nothing. Our son is your son. Welcome to the celebration. We all we got. I'll do that. Don't you leave here today for happiness. I want you to leave here to show
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
I love you right back so much. I had to tell you thrice. Welcome back into Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all you here. We have just got done talking about for 2 hours now, essentially. Really 1 hour, 55 minutes and some change. But basically about 2 hours about the future of BET. Could BET be putting their foot in it for a comeback? I believe they are. I showcased evidence of different moves that they have been making slowly but surely. And with the big news of today, in case you missed it, at the top of the show, of course, these members are going to be a part of the inaugural BET Board of Advisors. They are BET founder Bob Johnson, Robert Johnson, Queen Latifah, Grammy-winning artist, actress, producer, and entrepreneur, LL Cool J, artist, actor, and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, Troy Vincent, the NFL's executive vice president of football operations, Raymond J. McGuire, president of financial advisory at asset management firm Lazard, and George Cheeks, chair of TV media at Paramount Skydance. So there is that right there. So, like I said, I had fun with y'all on this one for sure. I'm going to rest here for a little bit, and then we'll do the daily motivator, then head on out of here. So yeah. Like I said, today I just didn't know what really to talk about, and then when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. And like I said, I hope that I have explained every single thing down to the most leveled detail for you all, because I believe the more that you're able to understand, the better off you will be open and willing and available to connect and access the information about not just media, but what can be of life and just what can be of this world, you know what I mean? So I really truly love what I do. I really do. Like I said, everything I said tonight, was a prediction. I don't know if anything will happen, but I believe from this plan that I gave, I believe that this is a solid plan. So, yes, indeed, there. So, yeah. Like I said, we'll probably end the show around 2 hours and 7 minutes. We'll be on the Daily Motivator, and then we'll head on out of here. Hey, one person, welcome in. Glad to have you here. Just got done talking about BET. And that board, the inaugural board, BET advisors, rather, are all right there. So, this will be there. Hey, one person, welcome in. Just chillaxing. Got done talking about BET. So, yeah. Good stuff. Oh, man. Like I said, I do hope that soon and very soon, I'm going to step into everything that God has for me. But like I said, the year's not over yet, y'all. Please know that. For yourself, for me, for all of us who try to be somebody, the year is not over yet. Okay? So blessings are still available. Okay, please know that. So yes, indeed. One more minute, y'all, and then we are going to head on out of here. Yes, indeed. Hey, one person, welcome in. About to end the show here with the Daily Motivator. Got done talking about BET, so that is the big news right there. So those 6 people are Bob Johnson, founder of BET, Queen Latifah, of course you know who she is, Grammy-winning artist, actress, producer, entrepreneur, Cool J, artist, actor, entrepreneur, and Rock and Roll Hall of Famer D. Troy Vincent, the NFL's Executive Vice President of Football Operations, Raymond J. McGuire, President of Financial Advisory and Asset Management for Lazard, and George Cheeks, Chair of TV Media at Paramount Sky Dance. All right, y'all. Let's get to the Daily Motivator here. This one was a good live. I enjoyed this one. Here we go, everybody. Ooh, this one's a deep one right here. If you want to make enemies, try to change something. Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow, you have never lied, my brother. All right, y'all. Here we go. It's time for Daily Motivator for Tuesday, June 2nd, 2026. It can be done. The task will take 3 hours, but you only have an hour. Although you won't get finished, you can get started. Chances are good you'll have another hour available later, then another hour at some point after that. So even though you may not have enough time all at once, you can find the time in smaller increments. The point is you can use the lack of time as an excuse to give up, or you can see it as a challenge to move forward. The same can apply to money or other resources, skills, knowledge, connection, or any factor of limited supply. True, you may not have what's necessary right now, but that doesn't mean it will be forever out of your reach. But what you can always do immediately is start with what you have. That gives you tangible progress to build upon. Once you get started, you'll be better positioned and more highly motivated to keep going. And though it won't be easy, you'll discover again and again it can be done. Ralph Wilson. You know, I gotta tell you something. Anytime that I, do one of these shows, especially when it is such a focused destination like this, I think the hardest part for me is bringing everything together, right? For you guys to understand in the most simplest fashion, right? And do I get frustrated sometimes in my journey of trying to figure out how to get the information to you all? Yes, I do, because I want you to not only have the fullness of what I'm trying to say, but I also want you to know that I'm going to make it fun for you all, right? I don't think that somebody should just come on with just facts, but don't make it a journey. So the first thing I will say to you is that while it can be frustrating to bring things together for perspective, that doesn't mean it's not a worthy thing that should be done, right? So I just wanted to say that first of all. The second thing I want to say to you all about it can be done is that, the point is you can use it like a time as an excuse to give up or see it as a challenge to move forward. If you think that you utilizing, time over different, periods, right, is wasting your time. Do you not know how long movies have to be made? An animated movie takes about 3 to 5 years before it ever comes out. So if other industries can utilize time in increments to be able to get things done, so can you. Okay, so can you. And then finally, everybody, true, while you may not have what's necessary right now, but that does not mean it will be forever out of your reach. There's a statement that goes like this: your dream may be delayed, but it's not denied. And I have recognized that with my gift, right? I am able to still do my gift because of this channel, because of Clubhouse, and because I am always open to going into rooms. You know what I mean? And also, too, like I said, just because you don't have access to get into rooms doesn't mean that you don't have access to rooms, right? And no one can say who is in rooms and who ain't, especially if that person's never been in a room with their damn self to represent anybody, let alone themselves, right? But that's neither here nor there. The reason why I'm saying that to you all is because the more that we think about who's not in the room, the more time they have to lock out people out of the room. The more time we debate on who's not in the room, the more time they have to lock us out of the room. The more time we debate of who's not in the room, the more time that they have to lock us out of the room. So do what you can for yourself. Be responsible for how you move, and make sure that you can always leave the door open or doors open for other people, right? Amen? Amen. With that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. You know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want more special, because you will always want a blessing. Trust you may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Well, I just want to thank all yourself is enough to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have some time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully, by spending time together, around some great together. And always remember where you're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or you're just showcasing. Listen, receipts are available. It's just how you bring those receipts together that determine the whole picture. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, that's for listen to, but if you want to do it again, I love you, I value, I embrace you all. Always remember, on see love you gotta give it, on see love you gotta give it, on see love you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you'll come, wherever success you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you, proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, recognize that the best way to be embraced is to give people something that's worth embracing. If you're not doing anything that is worth people taking time out to see you, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? What's the point? Right? That's like some supposed content creator saying, I don't go where I'm not invited. Well, if you don't go in an inviting fashion, what makes you think you should be able to walk through the door? No, I'm just giving it a buck, right? So if you want somebody to believe in you, you have to give something worth them believing in you for. Amen. So commercial break and fireworks coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's come, for the blessings that all for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, as a culture. I feel the love and I send it right back to you. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye. And blessings. I'm loving this move of the board of advisors, BET NextGen. It looks like a comeback is happening. Rather, the question is, will BET have the resources? Because Paramount wants BET to be in the totality of who they are, or will they be chained and limited based on what Paramount will accept for financial capital? That will be the real question. Good night, everybody. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make.
Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content. I've been moving on my own accord, covering Black culture. There is more to life. I heard that, friend. Braylon, shout out to Braylon. Make sure y'all go follow Braylon in case y'all haven't. I love your content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.